Our show is last-minute stocking stuffers that you'll actually use. And you know what? Heck, even if this isn't in the stocking or under the tree, you're going to love that you're getting it soon. It's from a company that many of you have heard of. Certainly, if you've watched QVC, it's called Bell Howell. They are a great problem solution brand. This is, in total, 50 feet of, like, mega tape. And I don't mean like, oh, it's really strong tape. It'll hold packages together. No, no, no. This is the kind of stuff that will hold pictures on walls that you can, whoa. And I love that you just took 5 different materials to stick together, right? So it certainly came in handy during like holiday decorating season, but boy, oh boy, when it comes time to really put anything up, even if it's in the shower on tile, this stuff will not budge. It's so weird that we gave it a name, alien tape, because you would imagine like Martians created it or something. And this is just one of them, the 10-foot long roll. And you get 5 of them. Oh, this is ridiculous. 5 of them for $20.
That's amazing.
Rachel, this might be the silliest price in the whole show. I might win. Okay, $4 easy pay, V56934. Kylie Watts is back. By the way, follow Kylie Watts on social media. She is like the queen of Christmas decorations. She's on national news, local news. Her house draws NASA.
Yeah.
Can see it from the space with the Christmas decorations. Anyway, bet you use the daylights out of this.
All the time. I actually did a whole little bar scene. I made Mrs. Claus's Bakery, and I have all these like little gingerbread men and all this stuff, and I fixed all of them on there with this.
I love that you did that.
I do. And that's the thing. It's so handy to have. It's a double-sided tape that feels sticky, but there's no glues or adhesives at all. And it's going to work on any clean, dry, non-porous surface. You cut it to size so you can customize it, and it works on so many areas. So you want me to get started? And I'll show you how we use it?
Please, I want to see what this can do.
Awesome. So I'm going to just stick with the decorating thing. And right here, I just cut it to size. I put 3 little pieces right here. You're going to peel the backing off. And Jen, this is reusable too. So if you wanted to save the backing, you could absolutely reuse this. So I'm just going to peel these off and go right back to my window behind me, because this is to hang things in areas where how would you hang them
impossible
on there?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. You're not going to drill into these surfaces. Make sure it's clean and dry. That's a really important thing. Hold it for a couple seconds, and now it's on there. And it will stay on there until you take it off. And when you need to take it off, you simply just pop it off. You can peel these off again. You can reuse them over and over again.
I love that you showed us the taking it off, because I know people are probably worried. It's like, she says they can take it off, but once we take it off, is it going to be all like, you know, leaves a bunch of sticky glue on the surface. And it doesn't leave anything. And it peels off so easily.
Yes.
So you're not sitting there like, you know, am I going to crack the window by trying to get that up? Boom.
Oh, God. No residue.
That's so great.
Right?
Yeah, you know how many people probably went, darn it, I probably would have put wreaths on every window in the house if I had known I, you know, had a means to do that. And here's just an example of some of the surfaces on which it works. Brick is the one that surprised me because it's porous.
Yeah, and here's the thing, you can use this outdoors as well. And this is something that we made over 3 years ago when we first introduced the alien tape. So it's brick, it's wood, it's styrofoam, it's tile, it's cardboard too. So right here you can see they're all on there together. And so I love to show this because it's holding strong. It will stay on there until you take it off. But we love it for areas too where maybe there's water, maybe in the bathroom, maybe you want to fix something in that shower like you said, but you don't want to have to drill. That's what's so nice about this. You're not going to use this on drywall, I will say that, because it may stick better than the paint actually sticks. But in areas where maybe you don't want to cause damage or drill into, it's great for all of those areas. I
always see those little floating shelves. I'm like, that's so cool. And then they have these anchors and screws and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do the floating shelves, right? So now you can get those floating shelves and actually have them float without drilling into the wall.
Well, and you can fix things on it too. So this is another one that I put together years ago, still holding strong, but maybe, you know, you have those little shelves and you want to make sure things don't budge. So I've got my little picture right here. I'm just literally going to peel the backing of them. Again, you could save this and reuse this if you wanted to, and then you can just put it on there. You hold it for a few seconds and it does the job immediately for you. And that's why people love this, because it's really useful for crafting, really useful for teachers, but around the house, when you get it home, you'll be like, I can use my alien tape for that.
Okay, my producer Chunky, who many of you know because you see him during the Tinkerbell shows, he just gave me this amazing idea. I'm sure you've heard this, but I haven't. I was like, what? Earthquake areas.
Oh.
If you know, follow me. So if you live in an earthquake area and you have like knickknacks on a shelf, and sometimes you get the little tremors, you know, and things start to fall into it. Take your favorite pieces that you know you always want to have them there, like a vase or something like that, and adhere it to the shelf or the table, and that way you know it's not going to shift and move off there. I applaud you, Chunky. That's a good one.
I love that.
Because we don't get a whole lot of earthquakes.
And remember, you cut it to size too, so regular scissors will easily go through. And I want you to feel it too, Jen. I know you felt it before, but just so you can tell everybody, it feels sticky, but
Right.
there's no glues or adhesive.
Right, so
or
there's
anything
no
in it.
super glue situation where you're like, I can't get my fingers off, right? You know, I've glued my fingers together, and there's no residue on my fingers.
Yeah, it's because it's a nanotechnology, and again,
Oh, these are the millions of suction cups that are in there.
yeah, so they work as a little army. I'm actually going to sneak behind
Okay.
you to this faux brick over here, and I know we're getting close to the holiday season, so you might have already hung your stockings.
No, this will be like, take note for next year.
But let's see. So this could be areas, again, you're not going to drill into this right here. I'm just going to hold it for a few seconds, and then that's on there, and it's even
Now,
on
could I put
fabric.
a few things in the stocking?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm trying to pull on it here for
No,
you.
it
It's still budging, but again, how easy
I
it
can't
is
really
to
think of
remove.
anything else that does work on brick.
Right.
That wouldn't leave some kind of residue behind.
Right.
Because the brick is porous, right? And here's what I love. You get 50 feet of it, right? If you try it in
Yes.
certain places and you're like, oh, you know, maybe that's not, oh my gosh, this whole wall over here, every shower, the fact that it works outdoors is mind-blowing to me because, you know, rain and wind and sun and all that kind of stuff. We have 800 sets ordered. Just to reiterate, friends, if you're just tuning in, we took this down from $31 and it breaks down to $4 per 10-foot roll. One more demo. Go
Okay,
for it.
so this right here are little disc lights. Maybe you're putting these outside on your mailbox, on a fence. Couple seconds, there we go. Even on glass, they hold, and they're amazing.
I mean, 20 bucks if it helps me hang one wreath. I
Boom.
mean,
Oh.
V56934, QVC.com. Ship it in time for Christmas. Throw a couple in stockings and then keep the rest for yourself. All right, also available, also